Yes, yes, TWA on this, that's great. Let's make a couple more glass bottles that we could ship out. Deporting them all, put them inside of a box, and then we could put a couple things to make them safe as they ship, as they get sent over the seas, because the sea was pretty big, and there's a couple of them. There's more than one where the water connects, right at its borders, and then you could put a ladder to get over it. If the legs were really long, if they were sturdy, or you had someone's help, like they held it at the bottom so it wouldn't slip, so it wouldn't get readjust like yourself on your ass. I like this Naruto beat a lot. That's got a little vinyl on the front, so you could give that a flip. Give these words a try to be nice, like Pepsi you sipped. If it was cold, put a couple icebergs in if your cup was that big. Yes, we could have said this and pushed reset on this NES. It's a Nintendo Entertainment System. Yes, did you guess? Yes, getting fresh.
Oh, shut up, I'm only fucking about and that. What do you mean fucking about? What? What do you mean what? No, just... Well, don't fucking just. You trying to wind me up? I'm not trying to wind anyone up.
Naruto
I'm
beat.
fucking serious.
All hands to God above. Yes, this was sickest, for sure. Put it inside of a can, then send it to stores. Put it on shelves, till it end up in shopping cart, in the back of your trunk. Now it comes home. Now it's gonna hit real hard when it bumps. Whenever we start to flow. Whenever this was a lemonade stand with iced tea sitting right next to get you mixed up. Have you asking questions for fun, like you're grinning, why can't you see it's a joke? Why can't you see one of these cigarettes get rolled? They used to be tubes until they're full, until they're gone full retard along with my flow. Because we could have said this, shot them up with a bunch of automatic guns we got, because we did the 1 week waiting time. Now we're out to have some fun. This was the Seahawks going for the green, playing in the ball. Why is there only one bowl for the pros? There should have been more. There should have been a fiesta where you eat the cheese that is cold. Never warm it up in the micro. Never push the buttons like so. All of these bars will get full, and then I still need to say this to yawns. I sit on my steed, that's my horse. He starts to growl because I treat him just like a dog. I love him a lot. Shit, we could take off his lucky hoops that he got on his shoes, and then we couldn't have played this game where we tried to get it around the ring, and I won. TWA on some phantasm shit. TWA, TWA on some phantasm shit. TWA. I know this will mix right, just like some of this chocolate syrup in my belt tonight. And never put a sprinkle of salt, because we leave that shit out. We want it sweet, and that's sweet alone. Whoever did this got all mixed up inside of the hit, and they got a bunch of knots like it was made out of some rope and you just threw it on the ground. That's a bunch of mincemeat with no vegetables, because that would just plug up your arteries too quick enough, because it's gonna get us sent alone. TWA, TWA.
T'as une explication à me fournir?
J'en ai une, oui.
Non, je t'écoute.
Une firme s'intéresse à l'établissement de Raider et c'est moi qui en suis le représentant. Or, il se trouve qu'il demande beaucoup trop. Selon mon client, la vue d'une telle quantité d'argent liquide serait à même de la mettre.
Holding up the echelons.
Mais voyons, bien sûr que je mens.
Him alone.
Mais va donc le prouver.
Holding up the echelons, this was a bunch of octopus legs you cook first. You wanna just dip that into the hot boiling water until it hurts. Until he starts to scream, a bunch of bubbles be coming out his mouth, and some ink maybe You could even make a little buck if you had enough. If you could dip in a quill, if you could dip it in just like so. Have a couple of those dimples show when you smile. Then they would know that you were pleasant to get along with, of course. And have a little conversation, have a bunch of chuckling jokes that would get full form. Just like some of this soap would make the bubbles come out of this little thing in the yard. If you be putting through the breeze or be blowing through a blow of your mouth, because you could have done it like so. You don't have to wait for them clouds and wait for the breeze on the map. It would beat me up in the clouds. And then we could have said this like a clown. I could make any shape of animal with a balloon. Oh yes, TW. A bunch of them streetcars were getting the car pile up because the person in the front wasn't paying attention enough. The cop would come with the paramedic, they put him on a bed cause they think there's still hope, like they just saw Rogue One. And this was a new hope for you, son. And then we want to say this like Houston. We really got a problem when I get on this and I start to solve a problem that you haven't even seen. I brought it up to the surface. Just like a Titanic boat. And then the boat breaks. TWA with some liquid gold, but this wasn't Velveeta. No, I'm the Velveteen Rabbit. I'm making my way alone. Hopping on a trail that's unseen by eyes and untrain your ears once again because they're long and floppy style. They need to bark like those of a dog for a while. And then I could say this like a doctor to y'all because I just filled out your prescriptions. What's up? You could get that stuff that they keep in the block. Ooh, give it some of that velvet, please, with the V on the front. V for Vendetta was me, because I'm saying this like a Fender will break. It's just the chrome I want melted off with my wicked stone, and then I put some more cloth on the pillows. You lay your head on down, and head on down to the front, like I just called your name on The Price is Right. Whenever I sing and start to do this demented thing that I'm just letting loose for a while. Let it out of his cage. Cause it was TWA. TWA. Awesome nonsense is all that I'm talking about, in addition to a bunch of other stuff that I've already said, or maybe haven't said. Let me just scrub out this next stuff because I got the SOS pass that kept them under my sink, where it all drips. This is where the solving begins, and I start solving my next problem like I'm a detective who lived in England, but to US I just visit like I'm on holiday. Yes, it wasn't a specific thing on your calendar, no, you make it up as you go because you're pretty important, dog, figure it out. I could just curl this next flow like it's a dumbbell, and I just stop at the gym to let one go. Boom. This was him whenever he said, so won't you listen to him for a second, and then you could see it, like portal just opened.
And then, of course, came those golden days. I beg of you not to be comfortable.
Scientific test, true.
I beg of you not to lean back and say what a brave little old woman to talk about her sin.
Let your own taste be the judge. Prove to yourself what scientific test proves.
Yes, henceforth we start to go on this expedition like putting your corn for a Sacagawea. Or maybe we can make this little mud fort because there won't be any snow, or maybe it melt. Maybe the big frost is gonna get big dog, and then we could go with this big song. Yes, it's a bouquet of bread that I split for you now. Don't need no knife or something sharp, or maybe a straight edge like a barber would use to get off what would grow on your chin, like it was some mold. Maybe you shouldn't leave the cheese out. Have it spreadable on some toast, that's some bread after it's got hard. We could say this with our hats and the caps. We move like we bout to throw them up for Saturn. Because this was Saturday, or at least I know it will come. The bridge is gonna get lower for a sake. That means all of the ships have to stop, even if the river was bringing them to where they needed to been. And you need to not know how sick was my flow, because the stripes will never fall. It will never stop, like the colors will start to run. No, they never do at all. We could just put another painting, was like a poster, put the thumbtacks in, because you don't need a frame. That's all I'm trying to say. It was a boomerang. It was gonna get y'all with some coffee, because you need to get lit for something. How many milligrams are involved? A lot, man. A lot, man. Boom. TWA. An exodus of saying some wicked shit, so I say it again. So pay attention this time, so I don't have to say it again and again. A couple of crumbs all over your apple pie would be good. Put some sugar on the top and some cinnamon. That's what they suggest in this box. That's why I read this little pound that you sent. And then we want to get more licorice whenever we go, so we do that as well. And we ringing the bell. It was up pretty high, so it declined very tall. It was gonna be a dog, you heard. Yes, a conversation with us and no one else. Yes, that would be good. On a picnic bench out in the yard, out in the park. Shit, we had to walk pretty far. We could have called it a hike, because was it up a hill? Mountain Dew, Pepsi, or Coke. Those were your options. Oh yeah. Oh. Yes, a Pegasus flying in on this one with the wings that flap. Won't you give him little lottery ticket? Yes, that's a tax for the stupid people and the idiotic ones with no brains in their heads. Or maybe they just give, just like a gift to the government. A bunch of gov dots on the bitch, because we could have put a tattoo instead. Let's put a fucking barcode on his neck. We sprained our thought with the Pepsi one that we give a chug, because the sweetness was good. It's carbonated as well. This is what I need to be getting down. I could do a bunch of spins on head, just like it dispensed with this flow, because this was the body of it. Then I'm just handing them out. I could give you pamphlets of where you needed to go. It has a little X on it, like it was a map you get from Exxon when you fill up your car. Need some more gas? Why don't you get a little snack? Get a little bit of cashews to have along with my rap. Yes, just tear off the end and then pour them in your hand, and you can eat them with your Pepsi, Coke, or Mountain Dew. Which one did you choose? It's been a while, they're getting warm. They're not cold anymore, and they were. So you better guess one right now. I said guess one like one was the right answer, and you need to pick the... Like this was the lottery card. It wasn't something you give a scratch with the coin of what if you have in your pocket. Could have been a washer if you were mechanically inclined, but I don't think you was. I don't think you was, sir. Said I don't think you was, sir. I don't think you was, sir.
By sandwich.